Hi, welcome to American Dream Vacations. My name is Kendall and I'll be doing your orientation for Unit 1854. I'll be speaking quite fast, so please keep up, okay? First we're going to start with the front. We've got two tanks on the front, two propane tanks. They're both going to be on while you're on your trip. If one tank goes empty, there's a selector switch on the other side here, and it's like an arrow. This way it's pointing to this tank, and that way is pointing to that tank. So if one tank runs out, you swap it over to the next tank. You also have the battery on the back side here. This cover will be on and it'll be strapped down. The battery is a 12-volt battery that's going to provide power to all your 12-volt appliances inside, like just for example for your lights, for the refrigerator components. The refrigerator also runs off of propane or 110 electricity, and a few other 12-volt items. Okay, this cover also goes over the top of it, and it does not snap down, doesn't bolt down. You can just stick it right over the top. It won't blow off, so don't worry. We also have our keys. It's just one key for the door here. Opens, unlocks the top and the bottom. Then you have the silver 751 key that's going to open up your compartments. Okay, this key is universal to most RVs, so just be careful what you put in here or what people see you putting in here, okay? In this compartment is a pass-through, so it's long enough for fishing rods, tables, chairs, or anything that you want to stick in there. You also have down below your stabilizer. So this is not a level. What you need to do is, if you're going to try to level from the front crank. Once you take it off your vehicle, you level it there, and then these are made so that when you're inside, it doesn't rock side to side. So you're going to take this crank and you're going to lower this down until it touches the ground, and then snug it up just a little bit more on all four corners of the RV. And then you just simply put this away. If you know you're going to a place that has grass underneath, you might want to bring a little bit of wood to stick underneath there so it doesn't dig itself into the ground. This door does not have a latch like most doors do. It's just quite tight, so it should hold itself in place. You also have a screen door that closes, a slider to keep the bugs out. The steps fold like so. One operation. And hold. Make sure this is in while you're traveling. Okay. You also have park cable. We do not provide coax cable for you, so you have to bring that on your own. And you have a set of outlets right here. These outlets will only work if you're plugged in at a campsite or you're plugged in with a generator. Otherwise, they're dead. Back of the water heater right here. The switch to turn the water heater on is inside. This is the back of the furnace, okay, for the heat. The back of the refrigerator, you don't need to access that. This awning right here that goes the whole length is an electric awning. The button is inside. I would demonstrate it right now, but it's a very windy day, and you don't want to have your awning out when it's windy because the wind can easily take it and damage it. So just be very careful when you do have your awning out. The most complicated thing of this RV is the outdoor kitchen. What you have here is a sink. It's not really a sink, it's just a catch basin for when you want to run your water. Okay, once you're done running your water, you want to slide this out so that that residual water can drain and not get onto this wood plate here. To put this thing away, take this off, sit that in there, slide this in. This is your cooking station right here. You need these little wings up to hold it up here and also to keep the wind from blowing your flame out. To light this, you'll need to turn this to high, and you'll need a sparker or a long grill lighter to light each one of those. And when you're done, simply fold it back up and lay it down. On the other side, you also have another one of these. As you can see, it makes quite a mess, so please have a towel handy when you're using this. To put this away, you have to disconnect, and of course you'll have to do this on the reverse once you're hooking it up. You have a valve under here. Turn that valve to off, and then you have a quick disconnect. Push, pop this out, and then you just stuff that back inside there. Once that's in there, then it's secure. Loosen these. slide that in there. Pull that up so it can clear, and then drop that down. Okay, so reverse operation will be the same thing. Just make sure everything is put away and your tables are all wiped off before you put it away, so that that water doesn't do any damage, because this is not a real granite countertop. Have a little refrigerator in here. It may or may not be plugged up prior to your arrival, so just know that the outlet is right here. And there's a Velcro strap that holds the fridge in place. Okay, just simply do it like that. Beer opener right there, and there's also a light and shelf inside here. To close this, there's a latch on the wall. Close that up, close it down. There's another stabilizer here. You'll have a spare on the back connected here. For our sewage area, we have our sewage line. And the way this works is most RVs have one gray and one black. This one has two grays. And then the other black valve is in the back. So what you're going to do is, when you get to the place that you're going to be doing your camping at, you're going to take this, put it on here, twist and lock. This other part goes into the ground wherever your dump station is, and then you can connect it once you get it in there. So now that you have the connection all the way, you're going to pull your black valve first, the one that's further back in here. That's your toilet. Okay, so you're going to pull the toilet valve, and all that waste is going to come out of there, and it's going to drain. Once all of that is done draining, then you're going to close that black valve back up, and then you're going to open your two gray valves. And the two gray valves are going to have soapy water in them from the sink and from the shower. Alright, so you pull those out, and it'll rinse clean your line from all the toilet waste. Once it's all cleared up, you close those two valves back, hose it all down, put it away. If you by chance do it wrong, then you'll know about it and you'll have a mess on your hands, and that's where the outside shower comes in. So the outside shower sits up here. It's pretty simple. Turn it on, rinse off, clean your hose off, however you need to do it. There's a turn-off valve here. There's probably one on the inside shower, so that you don't have to dial in your temperature. So you got it at just the right temperature, you can stop the water here instead of turning it off up there. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Once you get here, all of this will be put away and packaged up inside. Let's go back around to the other side and talk about the electrical. So if you will, we're going to simulate that this is our electrical connection at our campsite, which we have 30 amp service. So your 30 amp service is going to look like this, big 3-prong here. So when you're plugged in, you can use everything inside, air conditioner, all your appliances, run everything. If you're going to go to the house for the night and want to charge your batteries up, keep everything running, then you can put this adapter on. You'll simply go on like so, you push it in nice and tight, and then you can plug this in directly to a wall at the house, or put an extension cord on it and plug it in. The only difference is when you use this, you cannot run the rooftop air conditioner, because the rooftop air conditioner is rated at 30 amps. And all the appliances are going to be somewhat lower. So if you do run the roof air, you will trip your circuit breaker, because your breaker in the house is probably rated 15 to 20 amps. So just be aware of that, okay? So this is strictly for charging your batteries, keeping the fridge cold, not wasting propane, and just packing up all your things for the night. This we provide with you. Let's plug that back in. Let's go this way. On this side we have our freshwater connection and our city water connection. So when you get here, we're going to fill you up. We're going to take our hose and we're going to stick it in there, and we're going to fill up the water until it overflows. When it overflows, you know that you're going to have about 40 gallons of fresh water on board. Let's say you're dry camping and that's the water that you're going to use. But if you're not dry camping and you actually have a water source at a campsite, then you're going to take the garden hose that provides you with the water regulator, make sure this is on there, and you're going to tie that to the water connection that they give you, and then you're going to connect this here. Just thread it on in. Now it gives you a direct shot of water to all of your faucets and toilet. Okay. So if you wanted to fill up your freshwater tank, you disconnect your hose from here on the city water, and you just stick it in there and fill it up until it overflows. And now your fresh water is full. This city water does not fill the fresh water, but they just end up at the same place, which is at your faucets. So don't confuse that. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please feel free to give us all your questions once you arrive. Aside from that, that should be all for the outside of Unit 1854. Let's go inside.